wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Fliggy Flame.
Flame Monroe.
What up, Breakfast Club? Hello, Envy.
What's up,
Hello, Jess Hilarious.
Hey,
This is our
boo.
first meeting. How are you, beautiful?
That's the first time y'all met?
Yes, it is. What's
yes.
up,
I've been
Sha?
talking
We
to her
talked
for years.
inbox, but we never met on
Wow.
And Flame never met in person?
No, I
That's
just been
crazy.
talking to her for years and have never met her.
That's crazy.
I know.
I was gonna show up at a house in Baltimore.
I know.
So how's everything been going, Flame?
Everything is one. You know what, Envy? I can't complain
They
at all.
showing you
Life
so
is-
much love
wait a
now,
minute.
and I love it.
Wait a minute. What my fans at? I brought y'all a gift.
You got new
Oh,
fans?
yes.
Of
You know,
course, I got
Charlamagne love a
perfect ones
fan.
for y'all.
Yes.
Just Hilarious. I had to bring you a he, she, we fan because you don't have
Thank
one of
you.
those.
I don't.
And I had to bring Charlamagne and Envy, my new fan. Yeah, I got one for you that's going to be even better. When you want your wife to get down with you, tell her to do that.
Kiss my dick in the face.
There you go. That's for
Kiss
you.
my dick in the face.
That's what every time a bitch get on my nerves, that's exactly what I tell her. Kiss my dick in the face. Full straight
Jesus
on.
Christ, Flame.
Here you go, Envy. That's one for
All
you.
right, thank you.
I can't get Jess that one
dick in
because
the
she ain't got no
face.
penis. I know the girls want her to have one, but she don't have one.
Thank you, bro.
Kiss my dick in the face.
Why did you
Yes.
make these fans that say kiss my in the face?
Because I'm telling you, I get so much backlash and bullshit. I just had to remind a bitch, I don't need to hear that bullshit. Kiss my dick in the face. I don't
Those
give a
people
fuck how
love you,
feel.
Flame. They
I
need
love
you.
myself. I don't give a damn who don't love me.
They
know, that's
need
right.
you. They need something to be upset about. They don't have
Always.
a life if they don't have something to be upset
That
about.
is very true, Charlamagne. But I tell you what, let me tell you what I'm excited about. That I just got my 4th podcast season with iHeart under the Black Effect Network.
Hey.
I laugh and learn with my
Yes.
beautiful co-host in the back, Bobby Clifford.
Bobby.
I also just won an award from Go On Girl Book Club in Charleston, South Carolina for an audible book that I did for James Hannaham called Did Nobody Give a Shit What Happened to Carlotta. And he just signed the movie rights. Now, I can't play the bitch in the movie because I'm a little too old, but I'll be the bitch in prison that was her friend. It ain't like I ain't been in prison before. And just things are moving the comedy career. My 1 hour special, me and Netflix real close to signing this deal.
Okay.
And if I can get Joe Coy to EP it, that would be perfect because that's who I want to EP, man.
Why Joe Coy?
Because Joe Coy is Netflix's golden boy. And I want to be put in a space to where I can be seen to get nominated and win not only an Emmy, but a Griot Award. Because the Griot Award would mean more to me than an Emmy would.
I didn't know Joe was Netflix Golden Boy.
Oh, Joe is definitely Netflix's
Okay.
golden boy. Because an Emmy Award is us celebrating. I mean, a Griot is us celebrating us. An Emmy is just, they're giving Emmys away to me now. And that ain't no dig at nobody, but they're giving Emmys away.
Yeah.
I want to deserve the shit that I get.
Are you cool with Joe Coy? Have you met
Very
you?
much so.
Because that's our guy up here.
We had a car fire. The rental car burned up, and Joe Coy sent me $2,000. They thought that somebody had sabotaged my car. I'm like, nigga, I'm always packing. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. Don't let these titties fool you. This wig come off, and you trigger the nigga, and the game is over.
You tricking nigga. And Joe Coy sent you $2,000?
He did for no reason. And then I interviewed him on Laugh and Learn the first season, and he's just a cool dude.
He is.
And I want him to do it. Plus, I want to do an hour, not 30 minutes or 35. I want to do a whole hour.
Yeah.
Because I got a whole hour's worth of shit to talk about.
That's right.
I got to teach.
How do you?
preach, and
I ask
reach.
all comedians this, but how do you make your special?
Because I'm a special girl. And my haven't had a special Emmy nominated since 2019. So it's time. I don't want to put one out every 3 or 4 months. It's just recycling the old shit. Like life has life, and I want to tell you what life has done. Plus, I need to tell the story from the inside out. See, Dave told the story from the outside in. I live in the house. I got a whole 3-minute section dedicated to the community that loves me the most. My community, I'm going to call it the gays. It's going to be fantastic.
Well,
It's going to be great.
I see people starting to show you a lot more love. At one time, it was very difficult for you, I believe.
Charlamagne did it. It's his fault. Because he said I was problematic, and they took that word and ran with it. They did. It was his fault. I blame him.
I said that. I don't remember saying.
I should reach across this table.
Why would how would my problematic ass call somebody problematic?
Charlamagne, you know what? And that was the first time I came on the Breakfast Club, that 1.6 million views, and they just went crazy. And then you know what, Envy, what it is I've been meeting a lot more women in Hollywood, and they'll all come to me and say, I love your stance and how you feel. Thank you for defending us. But publicly, they can't say it because of the cancel culture and the fallback. And the cancel culture is real.
You think it's still real?
Oh, my God. From November 22 to August of 23, I lost every booking I had.
Wow.
Because of LGBT. And they weren't all LGBT books, but if it's one gay person on the board, she's transphobic, or she's not for the movement, and they canceled all my shit.
But you are LGBTQ.
That doesn't make sense.
So how do they how do they cancel you if you're part of the?
Because I'm not saying what they want me to say. I'm grown. And I'm not, it's not my truth. It's the truth. See, a lot of people come, I'm just living my truth. Your truth is some fictitious shit like these titties. Your truth ain't the truth. I tell the truth. So they was angry, especially with this sports and this sports and the trans and sports shit. That shit is bonkers right now.
Talk to me.
Same stance I had when I came here in 2019 is the same stance I have now. Create a lane for trans athletes, because let me give you the breakdown of this. You can never be the best male athlete because you've already proven that you weren't the best male.
We see that in the swimming, right?
That or whatever sport you're in. So you feel like I want to be a trans woman or gay, and you identify as a trans woman, not gay or trans. So you go to the females division. You can't be the best female simply because you are not a female. So create a lane for trans athletes where you can be the best. I think it does a great disservice to the good trans athletes that we have, because you don't have an arena to say that you are the best. They want it to happen overnight, but Eunice Shriver created the Special Needs Olympics in 1968 in her fucking backyard with 6 special needs kids. Now it's worldwide. What we want is the microwave. We want it to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight.
What do you say to people that say that trans athletes take these pills that suppress their hormones, so it makes them the same as women when they run, so they don't have the same strength, they don't have the same thing, and it suppresses a lot of their muscle ability? What do you say to those people?
Did my face tell you? My face ain't saying it.
You got sunglasses on. We can't say it.
Bullshit.
Open your fan.
Yeah, open your fan.
Open the fan. Right.
Which one is that? And I've taken hormones for years. I'm still physically stronger than a woman, and biologically, I am still male. It is not even saying that I'm not looking for my girls and my guys, my trans people to compete. Do it. But create a lane so it'll be fair, it'll be safe, it'll be welcoming, because you don't want to be a place that you don't want to feel welcome. We all have children here. We all have. So if my daughter was a swimmer or a runner and a trained, we paid money to do this and woo woo woo, and she became the best, number one. And then Lil Jon, who decided to become a trans girl the next day and said it was just ice skating, and he came and he just dominated everything. My daughter feels defeated because this guy who was an inadequate boy athlete decided to come and be with my girlfriend. And if y'all get mad about my words and I say what I say, he was an inadequate goddamn male athlete. Just like that swimmer. He was 500 for the boys, but then became number 2 and 1.
Oh, yeah.
Child, knock it off and have his dick out. Leave me alone.
So problematic.
Is that problematic?
You are so
Why?
problematic.
Because he had a penis? That's problematic. I got a penis. It ain't problematic. Yeah. It's called impressive.
Now, also, I know when you got a question.
I love how she just has fun with everything that she does, and like your comedy, you make a lot of shit funny. And
thank you, Jess.
Yeah, and
I think that's what comedians are supposed to do. All these new comedians, where the agenda now don't look like that. It looks like everybody is beefing and angry. I had to tell a comedian last night at Comedy in Harlem, "You are a comedian, but you forgot you were a comedian. Everything was angry, frustrated. My take on this, I get it. I have takes on things. Make it funny.
Yeah.
If it ain't funny, then the aggression you put out is make your audience aggressive. I'm a fun bitch. So my audience are fun with me because I'm a fun girl.
Yeah.
You was with Rolonda Watts last night, right?
I was with Rolonda Watts at Comedy in Harlem. And I did Sherry Shepherd's show yesterday. Happy birthday, Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah, happy belated to Sherry. What was it like with Rolonda? She don't get no credit like she should, I don't be thinking.
I think a lot of us dinosaurs are discarded. Because I think in the Western civilization, they praise the elder. They look up to the elder. They respect the elder. This young generation is fucked up. Let me just say, y'all fucked up. One more time, y'all fucked up. Yeah. Because they have their whole life, they're so indecisive. And you especially have a huge platform, Charlamagne, you, Envy, and Jess now to change their minds, because to me, especially with this being an election year, they don't know what to do. The internet tells them what to do.
That's right.
And this is a year that is so crucial to voting. And I challenge all women, that's with uteruses or without, because women can save this election. Women can win this election for us. And when I say win this election for us, I'm riding with Biden, but he ain't driving. Yeah, he's in the back seat. I drive the car because I still want him. Biden is a human. The other one is AI.
You don't want Biden. You just don't want Trump.
I don't want either one of them, if you want to know the
me
truth. But
too.
I have an option. and my option is Biden. Trump has already said that he can grab women by the woo-ha and own it, but now he wants to take the power away from a woman to where she can have an abortion if she wants to. And I don't want that, because if he does that to biological women, imagine what he's going to do to trans women, like myself. No, we have to stand together and band together. And to my trans sisters out there, y'all be in my inbox, all this hate and all this bullshit, you better understand that the only allies that the LGBT community has ever had were biological women. Biological women have always stood by us, whether we were their brothers, sons, uncles, fathers, whatever. Men will lay down with us. Women will stand up for us. I'm standing with the women.
Now, one time,
hold on. Are you scared Trump gonna win the next election?
I ain't scared of shit.
Okay.
But if he wins the next election, I'm packing my shit and moving to New Zealand. I'm gonna be a funny bitch with the kangaroos.
Now, I wanted to ask, you've been very vocal up here. You've been up here so many times, and we seen when your career, and you started saying that, Dave Chappelle, you wanted to meet Dave Chappelle, and he was one of your favorite comedians, and then you finally did, and you've been on the road with him. How did that happen?
Wow. You know what? That fool called me, and I was on the toilet peeing. I ain't gonna even lie, because I sit down and pee. I'm a girl. And I answered the phone, but I didn't look, and I was like, hello. And he was like, hello, can I speak to Flame? You know, he got that voice. And I said, who is this? He said, this is Dave. I said, I don't know a Dave. I said, Dave who? He says, is this Flame Monroe? I said, this is Flame Monroe. He said, Flame, this is Dave Chappelle. I was like, you lying. So I looked at the phone and it said Ohio. I said, oh, it really might be Dave. So I jumped up off the toilet, pissed all over the floor.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, is this Flame Monroe? I said, is this really you, Dave? He said, is. He said, and I'm just talking. I was like, oh my God. He said, could you shut up for a minute, please? He said, I just want to tell you something. The first time I ever spoke to you, I wanted to tell you thank you. And it was so heartfelt. And I was like, wow. And then he invited me down to come to do
that's because you came
camp.
to his defense.
Yeah, because of, well, and you know what?
You sold out the transgenders and came to his defense.
You kissed my ass.
Oh my God.
Let me get you right quick. You damn sure kissed my dick in the face. That was not true. And he was like, and he brought me to Yellow Springs, and I had heard that they do the thing out in the cornfields. So I thought it was like in a barn or in a shed, or it was actually in the middle of a damn cornfield. So I come on stage, it's 1,500 white people sitting in the middle of a cornfield. So I came out, I said, well, wait a minute now. I've heard of angels in the outfield, but trannies in the cornfield, this is some new shit. Y'all might think I'm Jeepers Creepers. Baby, the people went crazy. And he took me to 9 arenas with him. 20,000 seats. My favorite arena, by the way, Charlotte, North Carolina. I fucking love y'all.
704.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I had the best time there.
Was that the Bojangles Coliseum?
No, we were at
the Charlotte Hornets Arena?
Yeah, at the Hornets Arena. And it was so dope. And everybody was, Donnell Rollins was great. Marshall Brandon was great. Dave just rolled out the red carpet. I flew on a private plane with that fool. I laid in his bed, but he wasn't on the plane, so he didn't know.
Dave came back like, what's that smell?
Joe Malone, Dave. Joe Malone. Charlamagne is a hater. You can't hate. You're short ass.
Ain't he a fucking hater?
I know he is. I pee on that little nigga. And it was just a great experience. And but mind you, simultaneously, while I was on tour with Dave, I was also touring with Tiffany Haddish. So I did 20,000 sold out arenas with Dave, and 18 sold out theaters with Tiffany. 5,000 to 8,000 seaters.
Amazing.
And my name was never on anything. I always knew my place. I never sold one ticket. But I was on a show with some monsters. And I think a lot of comedians get on these lineups with these big names and they have a good night, because the headliner don't always have the best night. And then this is my show. And you get to doing all that shit, and then you wonder why your name is removed out the lineup. Because you ain't sold a damn ticket. This ain't your show.
But you deliver though, Flame. I mean,
always.
Tiffany can give you the opportunity. Dave can give you the opportunity. Sherry can give you the opportunity on her show. But if you don't deliver, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a winning bitch. And whoever tries to count me out can't count.
And speaking of winning, Netflix is a joke May 10th. Like, how you feel about that?
Oh, let me tell you something. Before I stop my check, let me fix my mouth to say it right. It felt special, but it's so many people now that, sometimes it's oversaturated. And everybody is jumping into the comedy arena. All you unfilled artists in your arena, go back and work on your craft, because stand-up ain't for the weak. You think getting on a microphone and venting and telling what you're going through, that is not stand-up. You have to engage an audience for an hour.
Yeah.
My audience won't even go pee. Maybe it's because of what I got to say or the way I look.
There's not a bathroom for them to do it.
What you say?
There might not be a bathroom for them to do it.
You know what?
Girl,
You might have to beat his ass one time, Flame. There's one time, Flame, just beat his
nigga,
ass.
he gonna fall in love with me though. If I whoop this nigga, he gonna fall in love with me. I got that kind of magic. Charlamagne,
Nah, I fuck with
leave me
Flame.
alone if I throw this coffee on you. They get me for discrimination, harassment. You know I'll play LGBT on your ass. I'm trans. I'll go trans on you nigga. Don't do it. I'm trans. And I don't make light of that. I love my community, but my community really be mind-boggling sometimes. And I want to clear this up now because me and Jess talked about this inbox and woo, because I stood with Jess when the whole situation went down, when that ridiculous bitch said that periods don't belong to only to women. Mm-hmm. I thought that it was ridiculous that the queen said that, and I thought the responsibility of us as trans women should have went after her and said, bitch, knock it off. You know that. And so when Jess responded, Jess was not talking to me. She was talking to the bitch that put it out there. That's it. Everybody else that jumped on the bandwagon and took, girl, I knew you weren't talking to me because I am grown again. Right. I'm not a kid. I don't need no attention. I get attention when y'all buy tickets to come see me on the road. By the way, I'll be in Killeen, Texas this Friday and Saturday at Twice as Funny Comedy Club. I had to do that in there. And so y'all get the tickets. Fort Hood is an all military town. Y'all come, I'm coming to serve my country. But I thought that was bullshit. And I'm telling you, as a trans woman who's very proud of who I am and what I am, I stand with biological women because I learned, like I said on here before, I learned how to be a woman watching a woman. I didn't learn how to be a woman watching this bald head nigga here. Now, I've seen him do some feminine things, but
all day long. As he pulls out his fan.
Shout my boy, y'all know. And shout, man, I was at Comedy in Harlem last night, and a girl, I do this thing called if you ain't scared to ask it, I ain't scared to answer it at the end of my set. And so this girl asked me a question about you, and it was very personal. I was like, girl, first she caught me off guard. I was like, oh, absolutely not. That is not who he is at all.
Well, she asked if I was gay?
No, she didn't ask was you gay. She asked was you a little bit gay. First of all, I don't know what the fuck a little bit gay is.
He is a little bit gay, though. No, he is. Ask him.
You want to know my answer?
What's the answer?
I told him, absolutely not. I said, that's just that nigga scary. He's very comfortable in the man that he is. That does not make, so many men are not comfortable with who they are.
Yeah.
So when another person sees that on the outside looking in, you like, oh, this is, because whatever your perception of a man is, that's your perception of a man. I'm a man. I'm a trans woman, but to my children, I'm a man because I'm daddy and I take care of their asses.
I beg to differ. He a little bit gay.
And Flame knows because Flame done, you know, that whole community. Y'all done slept with some of your favorite celebrities, and they
don't put
not
me
you,
in that.
but I'm talking about the community.
Don't tell my secrets.
You
my
know
shit
some
going to the
secrets,
grave
though,
with me. My shit going to the grave. I ain't like them hoes. My shit going to the grave with me. Plus the check still come.
Hey.
Wait a minute, what happened? Hey. Girl, don't get it twisted. I'm still a girl with the titties and stuff. Don't do it, Shala. That is another crazy situation. I wouldn't do that. I don't need to be famous because I made you look infamous. I don't want to be famous for that. I want to be famous off of my talent. My talent speaks for me. But when they stop me and my kid, what they do not know, and I'm gonna say this publicly, from November of 2022 to August of 23, by July we were tightening our belts.
Really?
Yeah. And I never told
you
nobody.
Never said nobody. Yeah, you never said nothing.
I never told because that's not who I am. I'm a proud person.
Yeah.
So I hustle. To take care of my, because I'm a dad. I take care of my fucking kids, and y'all mad because I had a difference of opinion. That's what made me stand up for Jess and stand up for Dave. They have a difference of opinion. My community are the most opinionated people in the goddamn world. But if you say anything that they don't like, they ready to have a fucking meltdown. So when Netflix stood up with Dave against that machine, I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And you see how that shit turned out. The same big queen who was doing all that protesting and hollering turned out to be the biggest homophobe ever, calling the Asians and woo woo. And I can say the word because I'm speaking about somebody else. I'm not saying the word for y'all having a damn meltdown. And they shut it down. Now you don't even hear from her.
It makes me wonder who's really the bigot in that situation. Who's really the person hating in that situation?
Listen, I'm trying to spread love,
Dave
joy,
embraced
and good.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I got the good. I passed it out since I've been in New York. What happened?
What? Flame, we appreciate you for stopping through
Love
all the
you.
time.
Make sure you listen to the Laugh and Learn podcast.
Are y'all?
No, that wasn't 10
Not
minutes.
10 minutes.
We got another guest. That's why, Flame.
Look at her face.
See how they did me? Y'all see how they do me when I come up here?
Right.
That is not true. We got another guest.
Turn that fan
waiting.
around and look at it your damn self.
Kiss my dick.
This is my co-host. Y'all introduce Bobby Clifford. This is
Bobby.
Jamie. Jamie owns Comedy in Harlem, the only black-owned black comedy club here in Harlem, New York. And Bobby Clifford is my co-host on Laugh and Learn. We on our way to season 4. And I'm appalled that I had to put some. If I knew it was gonna be 10 minutes, I could have came up
It's
here.
definitely
with
not
my
10
beer.
minutes.
10
25 minutes,
minutes,
Flame.
babe.
What you talking about?
I ain't been in here no 45 minutes.
I said 25. You got to hit 10 o'clock.
Make sure you
And
listen
y'all
to Flame.
get Candace Owens 50. I just want your women to know that the power right now belongs to women. And for all you all who's saying that you save money and this and that, you have to remember that it takes 2 consecutive terms for any president to make real change in this country, i.e., Clinton, Bush, Obama. This one ain't gonna do it. And y'all keep talking something. Joe don't know who he is. Joe is incoherent. Let me tell you something. Joe is pretty savvy with what he does, and he's doing his thing. And when y'all want to keep pushing that narrative, Ronald Reagan, the last 3 years of his presidency, had no idea who the hell he was. And you know Nancy wasn't running the country. She only knew 3 words, just say no. It was a strong cabinet. So make sure that Biden has a strong cabinet, because the fear is not that Biden is too old. The fear is that Kamala is too close.
I think it's a combination of both.
Well, he ain't too old. Shit.
I think it's a combination of both.
How he too old?
Because he's the oldest living president ever in the history of
And,
America.
and the one that's 3 years younger than him got 91 indictments, and people said
But I do agree. I do agree with you. If he had a younger vice president, a white male younger vice president, I don't think nobody would care
I don't
as much.
listen. And you know, I
But
would
I
never,
also don't think we should be in here talking about individuals. We should be talking about the ideas. We should
No,
be talking
no,
about
no,
the threat
no,
to
no,
democracy.
No, you have to, because the reason Trump is so strong in it, because he pushes his conviction. He believes the shit he's saying, and he makes y'all believe it.
And people buy into his ideas. We don't like Trump or Biden. We don't want either one of them people. Like
Well, we have no other choice. And this third party shit, y'all messing up this Kennedy. If we wanted a third party, I would love to have a third party in this country. But we should have did that the day one that Biden took office. We at the 11th hour now. We at the finish line. It is not. It's either the old man or the orange old man. There are no other options. But y'all doing this third party, you taking votes away from this. And women, I'm challenging all women within the sound of my voice. Y'all got the power. We have the power. That's with a uterus or without.
Because of the rights that have been rolled back, in particular Roe v. Wade.
Yes, and you have to look at what he did. A year ago, he was the fucking trans woman king that I turned back Roe v. Wade and woo woo woo. But when he saw that he was losing the female vote,
right.
then he started backtracking and swinging his legs on the fence. You don't get to have it both ways. Women, this is up to y'all, and this is up to us.
And that's what I think we should be pushing instead of pushing the people, because you ain't going to win nobody over with the people. Because Trump got his fan base that got a cult-like following, and people ain't fucking with Biden. So you have to put that on the table.
So I need you to be more decisive when you make your decision, because you have to tell these young kids what to do, Charlamagne. You got a great responsibility. With great responsibility comes great power. With great power comes
I
great
do tell them what to
responsibility.
do.
No, you didn't, because I watched you on Jonathan Carl, and you said you didn't like neither one of them, but you have to tell them what to do.
But what else did I say? I said Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. I said he's a fascist.
You also cussed, too.
I said he led
was
an
very upset that you
insurrection of
cussed
this
on Channel
country.
7.
And I said you should not have somebody in the White House who does not give a damn about the Constitution.
You think I should run for the president?
No.
I could be the president and the first lady. Oh my God! Oh my God! Charlamagne, you ain't no fun. You know what?
You have me a question, I answered it. Kiss my dick in the face.
Yeah.
Vote for me. Vote for my dick in your face.
When I got you up, May 10th, this weekend I will be in Killeen, Texas, at Twice as Funny Comedy Club. Friday and Saturday, get your tickets. May 10th, Netflix is a Joke at the Elysian Theater in California. July 19th and 20th, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, at Uptown Comedy Club. I'm looking for a new manager and a new agent, because I was with an agency for 2 years in LA, and because of my stance as being trans, they never even got me an audition.
No.
A major agency too. Never even got me an audition. They negotiated my contract with you all, but that was only because Tiffany had them do that, because they never did shit for me.
Wow.
I'm not gonna call letters out. It begins with a U and ends with an A. But they never did
And a
shit
trans
for me.
in the middle.
Well, they didn't.
You know what? Read between them letters.
Let's do this for me. Girl, you don't want me to this week. Well, I get with that. I just how they was preponderance for that because my talent speaks for itself. I'm always
Absolutely.
on time. I'm always prompt. I'm professional. I do my job. I'm entertaining. But you mad at me because I have a difference of opinion? That was my whole thing with Dave. I did 9 arenas with Dave, and Dave was so cool. We would talk. They actually asked my advice on things and respected my opinion about stuff.
Yeah.
That was so. And then I'm pandering for the straight people. Flame, you just kissing their ass. No, I've been this Flame since I've been Flame. I ain't never changed for nobody. There's no need for me to change. I'm very comfortable and confident in the bitch that I am. So there's no need for me to change.
Regardless of who you are, what you identify as, common sense is a universal language.
Well, everybody
and Flame
don't
talks
have that.
common sense.
Yeah.
To me, anyway.
Well, that's because you cut my checks. So you both say that.
See, you proving them right. You proving them people right, Flame.
What?
That
You only put on for straight people because they pay.
That's right.
Charlamagne ain't straight.
Oh
I know
Lord,
that's
now I
right.
ain't straight.
That's what that
You just said he was a little bit gay. I said he was straight. You said.
You defended
I'm
him.
only going on his coworker. What his coworker said. I know.
Hey man, didn't we ask Flame to get the fuck out 5 minutes ago? Make sure you listen to the Laugh and Learn podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. Follow Flame and everything that Flame is doing.
Yeah. You listen to me on Coffee Time every morning. I talk politics and shit that's going on. And I just want to have one more thing before I leave. I can just say this honestly about the whole P. Diddy situation.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
ain't nobody asked you this.
I can guarantee you, everyone, about the whole P. Diddy situation that Flame Monroe is not on any other tape. But had I been invited to the party,
Oh my goodness! It's Flame Monroe, ladies and gentlemen.
thank you, Breakfast
It's
Club.
the
Thank you,
Breakfast
Jess.
Club.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.